Hello everyone. Welcome back to your channel, Cute Kittens and Puppies. If your cat does these things, it will have imprinted itself on you. Cats, those enigmatic and fascinating life companions, have very special ways of showing their affection. Although many think they are cold and distant animals, the reality is that they can form deep bonds with their owners, imprinting themselves in their hearts forever. These creatures may not be as effusive as dogs, but if you look closely, you will see that they have their own love language. A cat that has accepted you into its life will display unique and endearing behaviors. Each of its actions is a clue to how important you are to it, and understanding them will help you recognize the special connection you have formed. In this article, we will explain in detail how you can notice if your cat has imprinted itself on you through various attitudes that show its affection. It seeks to always be close to you. Although cats are often labeled as independent, when a cat has formed a special connection with you, it will always seek to be around you. He may not be the type to constantly seek out petting, but you will notice him settling down near you, whether on the couch, in your bed, or even on the floor while you are working. This behavior indicates that he feels safe and secure in your presence. Even if he doesn't ask for your direct attention, the simple fact that he follows you around and seeks to be in the same room is a clear sign that he considers you an important part of his world. You have become a refuge for him, someone he can fully trust. He kneads you with his little paws constantly. One of the most endearing gestures cats do is when they start to knead you with their little paws. This behavior, which many compare to the act of making bread dough, has its roots in the cat's infancy, when kittens knead their mother's belly to stimulate milk production. If your cat kneads you frequently, it means that he feels relaxed, comfortable, and that he associates you with a protective figure. Kneading is not only a sign of affection, but also a way to release stress and show that he fully trusts you. This simple act, which may seem trivial, is actually a sign that you are engraved in his emotional memory. He licks you as if you were part of his pack. Contrary to popular belief, cats do not lick people by chance. When a cat licks its owner, it is reproducing a behavior that it performs with other members of its species. Among cats, mutual licking is a way of caring for each other and strengthening bonds. If your cat licks your hands, face, or even your hair, it is an unequivocal sign that he considers you part of his family. This act, which may be surprising to some, is one of the most intimate ways cats have of showing affection. By licking you, they not only care for you, but they also integrate you into their circle of trust, making you feel that you have left a deep mark on their life. He follows you around the house no matter where you go. One of the clearest signs that a cat has imprinted itself on your life is when it doesn't want to leave you alone. If your feline follows you around the house, making sure to be close to you at all times, it's because it has developed a deep bond with you. Although cats often have a reputation for being independent, those that have formed a special connection with their owner will display this type of behavior. It's not a need for constant attention, but rather a sign of attachment. Your cat enjoys your company and seeks you out because you are an essential part of its day-to-day life. This is its way of saying that it trusts you and that you are its point of reference at all times. It looks at you with half-closed eyes, showing you trust. The visual language of cats is quite complex, but one of the sweetest and most meaningful signs they can show is slow blinking or a half-closed gaze. When a cat looks at you in this way, it is telling you that it trusts you completely. By reducing the size of his eyes, he shows you that he doesn't feel any threat and that he is completely relaxed around you. This gesture is equivalent to a smile among humans, and if you observe it in your cat, you can be sure that he has developed a bond of affection with you. This type of behavior is a clear sign that you have imprinted yourself in his life and that he feels completely safe around you. He rubs against you constantly, leaving his scent. Cats are territorial animals, and one of the ways they mark their territory is by rubbing against objects or people. If your cat constantly rubs against you, he is depositing his scent on you, which is his way of saying that you are part of his environment. This behavior is a clear sign that he considers you someone important, since cats only do this with those they consider part of their close circle. Every time he rubs against you, he is integrating you into his world and reaffirming the bond that unites you. This simple act is a testimony that you have left an important mark on his life and that he considers you someone essential. Please, subscribe. He brings you small gifts, even if they are not always pleasant. Although sometimes it may seem like an unpleasant surprise, when a cat brings you small gifts, such as insects, leaves or even small animals, he is showing you his appreciation. In his world, these gifts are a sign of generosity and care. Although it is not always pleasant for humans to receive these gifts, for the cat it is their way of telling you that they consider you part of their pack and that they want to share with you what they find. This behavior, although unusual, is a sign of affection and a clear indication that you have left a mark on their life. They wake you up at unexpected times to seek your company. If your cat has the habit of waking you up in the middle of the night or seeking your attention at times when you would normally be busy, it is a sign that they do not want to be alone. Although it may seem annoying at times, this behavior shows that your cat feels so attached to you that they do not want to miss a moment by your side. For them, the night can be a quiet time in which they want to be close to you, reinforcing the bond that unites you. Although it may interrupt your sleep, this is an indication that you have left an important mark on their life, and that your company is essential for their well-being. He watches you from afar, but always has you on his radar. Cats can seem distant at times, but if you notice that your feline watches you from a corner or follows you with his gaze, even when he is not around, it is a sign that he cares about you. Although he does not always show it directly, he is aware of what you do and how you feel. This behavior is a sign that he considers you an essential part of his environment and that he is always alert to your well-being. Although he may seem distant, in reality, your cat is engraved in you in a deeper way than you imagine. He purrs when he feels your proximity, showing his well-being. Purring is one of the clearest ways that cats have to express their happiness and well-being. If you notice that your cat begins to purr as soon as you approach or pet him, it is a sign that your presence generates a feeling of tranquility. This sound, so characteristic of felines, is a clear sign that he feels safe and at peace with you. Purring is their way of telling you that they value you and that your company brings them comfort. If your cat often purrs in your presence, you can be sure that you have left a deep mark on their life. Cats, although often perceived as independent beings, are capable of forming deep connections with their owners. Through small gestures, such as licking you, following you around the house or purring when you approach, they show you how much you mean to them. Each of these actions is a sign that you have left a mark on their life, and that they consider you an important part of their world. If your cat performs any of these behaviors, you can be sure that they have made a special impression on you, and that the bond that unites you is stronger than you could imagine. If you have any questions or would like to delve deeper into any other aspect of cat behavior or care, do not hesitate to ask. We are here to help you. If you think this information could benefit someone else, share it with your friends or on your social networks. Sharing is supportive and helps us reach more people. Thanks for watching and listening. Please subscribe to your channel. Believe in yourself and never give up on your dreams.